Breakfast of Champions.
Hi guys, so a busy day for me today as always. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon now on Saturday. This morning I got up, made breakfast for everyone. We've got so many eggs at the moment that we're in sort of using eggs mode. We have 3 modes. We have don't think about eggs and just use them when you want them, and don't use them when you don't mode, which usually is autumn and usually summer actually, summer and autumn. And then in winter we have try not to use too many eggs mode because we aren't producing as many. And then in spring we tend to have use all the eggs you can because we're creating far more than we can sort of use without putting some effort into it. Well, for whatever reason we've got a bit of a glut at the moment, so we're trying to use a few up. So that's why we started the day with a sort of an optional egg on toast breakfast for everyone. Optional means not optional, in case you're wondering. And yeah, so you probably just saw the state of our car park back there. I've got loads of building supplies lying around that I just need to put away and tidy up a little bit. We've got these hedges are desperate to be cut now and be fed to the goats. Also, I've just got off the back of a live stream, so hopefully you were there and you caught that, and you can see I've still got my little bench with my little table on it set up. But before I do anything else, I just wanted to show you these trees, because listen. I'm not sure if you could hear that, but these trees basically sound like beehives. We've got a row of 4 of them and then another 4. So 8 in total here, and they are absolutely, and they were last year, same time, absolutely teeming. Morning girls, how are you? So yeah, as I was saying, really busy day today. Well, basically I've got a list that I'm not going to get through, never going to get through it. I've got a little bit of paperwork I need to do, which I'm going to do this evening, a few emails I need to send. I've got to go now. The first thing I'm going to do that right now, is I've got to go off and buy some goat feed. Then when I come back, I've got 4 big, huge bins full of food waste for the pigs. And they're currently in that trailer, which is sat right in the centre of our little car park. So I need to move those and then move the trailer. And then I've got all sorts of sort of leftover materials from building projects that need to be just put away to tidy this area up. Like, over time, because you don't get much time, things get kind of dumped here and then need putting away and sorting out. So I need to do that. And then I've also got a load of sowing I want to do. I have already put my my module trays ready with compost in, ready for sowing in the polytunnel, but we're getting to the point now where I'm going to be harvesting potatoes very, very soon. So I need to have some things ready to go in their place. And I've got a few other. I also want to go and inspect my bees, but I think I'm going to do that sort of early evening, because it's just the thought of putting on a bee suit in this weather, it's incredibly hot, is a bit much for me. So I think we'll try and do that early evening. And a few other bits and bobs. But before then, the first job, not sure what that is on my face, is to go and buy some goat food. So I'm going to go and take care of that now. Okay, so I've been and gone. I've got back. I've got my goat food in here. These are the bins that I've got to move. And my wife just reminded me, we've got my wife's cousin coming to cut our hair this afternoon at 4 o'clock. So as always, it's just all sorts of things that you kind of forget about, that you need to squeeze into your day, and it just truncates everything. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get through everything on my list today, so I'm just taking the day how it goes, and we'll get done what we can get done. You going to grab them for me? Thank you, buddy. There's a bin just outside the stand. Sure, it's going to help you get up on your shoulder. You okay with that? Yep. Quite a lot of weight. Got my son doing some filming for me. Two more to go. trailer. Sure. A bit uphill now and you're loaded. That's true. You have to throw it at him, sir. You've had yours. So they think that they're getting some, but they're not. They will in a couple of hours at milking time, but not now. I want some help. Well, what do you want to do first? Do you want to clear the car park, then go to the bakery, or do you want to go to the bakery and then clear the car park? So we've just come back from the bakery now. My son has decided he's going to get in the little pool, and I don't blame him one little bit. He's been super helpful. So we've got this last bit of bread now to just take up and pop in the bins, and then I'm going to clear this car park of all the detritus. Then I'm probably going to get myself a drink of milkshake or something nice and cool, because it is really warm. It's deliciously warm. And see what the time is. It might even be time to milk the goats by then. At which point I know that I'm running out of day. You know, I can go into the evening. We just have to see how it goes, because I've got a bit of paperwork that really I'd earmarked this evening to do, but we'll see how it goes. I really want to get my seeds sown as well. So maybe we'll have a drink, sow the seeds, and then milk the goats and see how we're getting on. All right, son? It's already 3:30, so unfortunately the sowing is going to have to wait until later on, and we're going to go milk the goats, get that job done. I always feel much happier in myself, in my brain, in my little tiny brain, once I've finished milking the goats, because it's like the most time critical thing every day, and once that's done, you know, I feel a little bit more relaxed about everything. It's funny how it gets me, you know, every day I can feel myself, I don't really get stressed or tense, but I can feel myself moving in that direction as I get closer and closer to goat milking, because it's one of those things that, you know, it has to happen and it has to be done at, relatively speaking, a certain time. Now, tomorrow, as I've mentioned, I think, on this video, but certainly mentioned it on the live stream, I've got a foraging course that I'm leading down in Devon. There's a big estate down there called the Broomhill Estate, and they hire me to basically lead foraging walks. That means that kind of tomorrow is pretty much taken up, because I've got to get up fairly early. The course is in the morning. I'll be home by about 3, so I'll be home in plenty of time to milk the goats. But it means I'm not going to be able to get a great deal else done this weekend, so it feels, as always, like my weekends are truncated. But I have got a day off in the week this week, so that will make it all right. We'll be able to get caught up then. So, your turn now, girls. seedling before the hairdresser arrives. Perfect. Okay, a little bit squeezed now, time-wise, but got time to put some of my seeds in. We won't be doing a great deal, but we'll certainly be able to do some. And it's all about succession planting at the moment. So I just need to get in some more carrots. We're getting towards the end, not at the end, but towards the end of sort of carrot sowing season, another month or so. But we're right in the middle of, you know, salads. So we need to be sowing new salad crops every couple of weeks. So that's what we're doing. So we're focusing at the moment on the really fast growing salad crops and things like that for succession planting, but we're also thinking a little bit about some of our winter vegetables. Now we've already got our Brussels sprouts and stuff like that in, but I'm thinking more about things that are going to come behind that. We're also going to sow a few swede, which is another winter vegetable that we'll have ready for later in the year. But then we want to get some slow growing stuff that's going to overwinter, that we're going to be able to harvest in the spring, early spring. So things like purple sprouting broccoli. So it's a bit of a mix at the moment. But like I say, the main emphasis, the main focus from my point of view is on really fast growing salad crops and the slower growing brassicas. So I'm also succession planting now a few of our dwarf French beans. They're pretty quick to come on, but they don't go forever. So these guys, and I've got some more over here. So this tray and this tray are Sinesta beans, the yellow dwarf French beans, and these are the purple dwarf French beans that we grow, the purple TP. So we've got some in the ground already out there that are doing really well, and these guys will basically take over when the ones that are already in the ground sort of slow up as they come towards the end of their season. These guys can take over. And I think I can hear that our hairdresser's arrived, so this is going to be the last tray I get to do, and these are some swede, and then we'll have to see if we've got time to do a bit more later. If not, it will have to be tomorrow evening, I think. But that is all we've got time for today, folks. So I'm going to very quickly water what needs watering, and then I shall be going on in the house, and I'll speak to you guys again really soon. Please make sure that you press that like button, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, and as always, thanks ever so much for watching. Cheers, guys.